So I had a fight with my housemate the other day. It was about the dishes. I feel it was an unnecessary argument, as most arguments are, and it got me thinking, why do we as humans have arguments? Especially stupid ones about dishes. This is not the first stupid argument I've had with a housemate. I think fights between housemates are pretty common. I once had a fight with a housemate about orange juice. If you shake that f***ing orange juice one more time, I swear to God. I shake it to mix up the bits. It's 2% real orange juice, there are no bits. I had a huge fight once with a housemate about the movie Signs. What did you think of that? Dunno. You just watched it, surely you have an opinion. No. I also had a fight with a housemate once about where we should put the TV.
Hey, I was just thinking, let's put the TV in front of the door because we're not going to use the door that much.
She moved out over that one. By now you must be thinking, wow, Josh must be shit to live with. I'm not. I hope. But after the most recent argument, I thought, I need some advice. So I googled conflict resolution to help me prevent another argument with my housemate. But all I found was conflict resolution in the workplace and conflict resolution for couples. So I decided to put together, with my great experience, Josh's Guide to Conflict Resolution for housemates. I've prepared 8 simple rules. To understand the housemate-housemate relationship, first we must take a look at what makes a housemate a housemate. Huh? Cue the old movie voice and crappy animation.
A person will move in with a friend or unknown person because they both have a need for shelter at a more affordable rate. Once agreeing to move in together and finding a house, this then makes them housemates.
The fight I had the other day started because I hadn't washed my dishes. So rule 1 is, do the dishes. A lot of housemates will fight over the dishes and general cleanliness. So try and be clean and tidy. 2 housemates in the US got into a fight over the dishes in July of 2011, which resulted in one of the men getting stabbed. Seriously, just clean up after yourself. Oh, also the guy that got stabbed died. And don't do this. Okay, if I'm not allowed to leave my dishes in the sink, I'll put them in the living room. If you leave the dishes in the living room, I'm gonna chuck them in the shower. How about I leave all the dishes in the backyard so we can just hose them down there? If you do that, I'm gonna smash all the dishes so you cut your feet when you walk into the yard. You won't have to smash them because I'm gonna blow them up so you don't have to worry about doing the dishes ever again. You get the idea. Which brings us to rule 2. Rule 2. Don't argue into the ridiculous. If you're constantly trying to one-up the other person, then you're probably just trying to win and have most likely forgotten the reason you started to argue in the first place. Which brings us to rule 3. Rule 3. Don't try and win. Resolving conflict isn't about winning.
But you didn't do the dishes!
I was going to do the dishes.
Prove you were going to do them.
I can't prove that I was about to do something. This isn't a game. This is real life. This is a game. Wait. I'm not saying not to get your point across, but you're never going to get your point across if you don't stay calm. Rule 4. Stay calm. Calm yourself. Get some composure. Stop and take a breath. Try harder. Much better. Now you've had the argument and you wish you hadn't. It's time for rule 5. Rule 5, apologise. Hey. Go on, apologise.
I'm sorry that... I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry that... This is embarrassing for you.
It's embarrassing for you.
Shut up.
You shut up.
No, you shut up.
No, you! A respectful disagreement is much better than a heated screaming match. Less fun to watch, but better. Rule 6. Listen to the other person's argument.
Ugh! You haven't done the fucking dishes in 6 fucking months. You're a dirty, grotty friend. And you'd be great to live with if you just changed this one fucking thing. Bitch!
Ooh. If you take away the anger, the person's argument is actually very simple. Now let's listen by taking away the swears and the angriness.
You haven't done the dishes in 6 months. You're a friend. And you'd be great to live with if you just changed this one thing.
Something to think about. Now, a lot of these rules are easier said than done. I acknowledge that. So if all this fails, rule 7. Take a time out. Now, you've probably both been acting like children, so it's time to be punished like children. Also, it's good to just get away from the argument. I personally like to go to my bedroom and just listen to some calming music. You should probably ignore that. Now some time has passed and you're feeling more civil and less angry, repeat rule 5. So rule 8 is repeat rule 5. Wait, I've confused myself. If you repeat rule 5, does that mean you have to repeat rules 6 and 7 and 8, which is repeat rule 5, which means that you've got to go around in an infinite loop? At the end of the day, we are all going to find ourselves in situations where we argue. It's important to realize when this is happening, and the moment you do realize, stop. But if rule 8 is rule 5, then does that mean that there was only 7 rules? Just be kind to one another. Wouldn't you rather have a happy, respectful relationship with your housemate rather than strained vocal cords because you're yelling all the time? Now, I better go apologise to my housemate for not doing the dishes. Oh, but if that doesn't work, do something to them that doesn't harm them but makes you feel better. Like peeing in their water purifier. What? It filters the pee out.
Thanks for watching this segment of Slapdash. To view more content from this episode, select another presenter, or visit the main page by clicking on the Slapdash logo.